كلنا غزة وما تخافوا كلنا معكم وإن شاء الله خير.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
IDF will kill no more.
IDF will kill no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Stop the killing, stop the hate.
Stop the killing, stop the hate.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Free.
Yeah, 1948 is a date that's known. It's when they first came over and they separated the land and gave more percent to the Israelis, even though they were less in number than the Arabs who had already been there. So yeah, 1948 is definitely the date. One of the protests that I did, I was called an effing terrorist, a Hamas supporter, and stuff like that makes me aware of how ignorant the people are, how much they don't know what's going on, and that makes me feel the need, since I'm Palestinian, since I understand, to raise awareness to them, like, come here, let me talk to you, let me show you what's been going on.
Palestine will never die.
Palestine will never die.
Fund education, not occupation.
I actually lived inside of Jerusalem, but my school was on the other side of the wall, so in the West Bank, and so I would have to wake up extra early to be able to get across the wall through my bus, just so I would be on time for school. And at the checkpoint, which is the opening of the wall that lets you get from the West Bank into Jerusalem, if it was crowded or something, I would be an hour late to school. Sometimes I would have to leave 2 hours before school even finishes just to be able to go home because the Israelis decided to close the checkpoint. Another time, they also wouldn't let us in, so we had to all get out of the bus and go walking, and that's when they checked one by one. And my mom, I used to have a phone just to call my mom and let her know, like, oh, I'm gonna be late today because I can't get home because they're checkpoints.
The root problem is Zionism, the idea that it is somehow okay to have a state for one people where another people live. It wasn't okay in South Africa to have a state for white people where black people lived. It wasn't and isn't okay in Israel-Palestine to have a Jewish state where Palestinians live. Put differently, and I know I'm telling you what you already know, the root problem that I hope and believe we are gathered here today to address is injustice. That's what it's about. It's injustice. It is a problem to which our tax dollars contribute every day. The problem is an unjust structure of power that benefits one people at the expense of the other. It's not the people that are the problem.
Adam, let me take a picture of you.
The Israelis or the Palestinians.
Okay.
Okay.
Get a shot of that.
So you were Lebanese.
Yes, yes.
Why are you out here today?
One, all my friends are Palestinian. You know, I want to show support to them. Second of all, it's a humanitarian issue. It's not a, you know, I'm Arab or I'm Muslim. It's none of that. It's a humanitarian. It's a human rights issue. Genocide's going on, and some people just don't even know about it. And yeah.
Were you there while there was exchange of rockets between Israel and Lebanon?
Between Israel and Lebanon? No. My mom was born and raised during that time. The Israeli invasion of 1976 is whenever the IDF came into Lebanon and tried to massacre Palestinians in Lebanon. My mom even lived a street over from the massacre of Sabra and Shatila, and where the bodies were so numerous that it took them days to clear them out. And she said that they were afraid of rabid dogs because they got so used to human meat and flesh that they couldn't go through that. My grandma even harbored Palestinians. My aunt's husband is Palestinian, and all the neighborhood Palestinians would come and hide in our house. My grandma told me that we had over 30 Palestinians in our home one time during a rocket exchange.
Hiding
from Palestinian IDF soldiers. She would hide them in the closets, in her jackets, in the clothes hangers. So whenever they open up the jackets,
what would happen if they were found?
If they were found, they would be taken out, slaughtered. You know, either bullet to the head, execution style. or they would just disappear and never come back. There was a constantly in the past and in the present, they're finding mass graves of human bodies. Obviously, you can't tell if they're Palestinian or not, but these mass graves are popping up all across the Middle East, and it sounds as gruesome as it is. That's the reality of it. They were being persecuted for not just their religion, from their ethnic backgrounds. They're being persecuted because they were Palestinians, not because they were Muslims, not because they were Arabs, because they were Palestinian.
My friends, one of my best friend's cousins actually passed away in Gaza in July because their house was directly targeted and it hit the kids' room, and all 3 of the kids passed away from it. So.
Netanyahu, can't you see?
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Israel, can't you see?
Israel, can't you see?
Palestine will be free!
They have a saying that Palestinians are heroes. We have gone through so many suffrage, and yet we still are out here protesting. We're strong. We kind of grow in these times of hard times. So.
There's my favorite saying, Kilna Gaza. That means that we are all Palestine. And I say it with a Lebanese accent because, I want to say that Lebanon, from my perspective, is with Gaza. So, Kilna Gaza, وما تخافوا, كلنا معكم, وإن شاء الله خير.
What does that mean again?
What did I say? We are all Gaza. Don't be scared, and we're all with you.
Okay. Ooh, do you have any more questions?
Free, free!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Palestine!
Okay, now this time I say free, free, you say Palestine, okay?